In the previous episode, I had shared some pictures of our pet, Shifu. Today, he partners with me in experiencing the joyful power of heartful connections. Though it is a lovely sunny day with cool breeze, but Shifu appears to be disinterested, bored, lonely, perhaps sad too, or is he longingly waiting for someone? Oh, who smells something, hears someone's footsteps, and sees transformation. A heartful connection cuts across the species barrier. Such joy and excitement and exuberance and energy. See the power of heart to heart connection. Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to another episode of Youth Unite. These are the programs in which we learn certain skills for enhancing our effectiveness and developing leadership skills. Today, we continue our journey of exploring a very important aspect, that is nourishing inner bonds, with the purpose of developing external connections. In the previous episode, we discussed certain aspects of nourishing our inner bond, as well as the importance of forging meaningful connections through various metaphors like that of electrical switches, the story of Rosetta Mystery, the story of Letop's Pizza in Sikkim. We also learned that there are two countries, namely Japan and United Kingdom, which have created the Ministry for Loneliness. Finally, we used the analogy of the spindle, through which we learned that only when we are calm, composed, and balanced will we be able to forge a nourishing bond within ourselves, which is an essential aspect for creating meaningful connections. So today, we will delve deeper into this aspect. Heartfulness meditation techniques are important tools through which we connect to our inner self. So the bond gets created when we do these practices. Now the challenge is to make this bond more durable, more stronger, more permanent. So how can we do it? The first and the most important aspect is practice. The more we connect to ourselves, the more we introspect within ourselves, the more we will know about ourselves. And that will strengthen and nourish the inner bond. A second very important tool is that of writing a diary. When we write a diary after the heartfulness practices, then once again we are forced to introspect on what all we have got during that meditation session. And this recollection of what we have got in the meditation session helps us you imbibe it, helps us to nourish that condition. In this episode, I will share with you what some of my young friends think meaningful connections are. And first, I will share with you what my young friend Stub has to say.
Hi. For me, a meaningful connection has many aspects. It's a connection with a person that understands you, sympathizes and empathizes with you. It's a connection that you can rely on in bad times and a person that will lend you their ear when you need it. All in all though, I think the simplest way to define a meaningful connection is one that you simply miss in its absence.
Thank you, Stub. So what are the takeaways from what Stub shared with us? So where does it hurt when you don't have that person? Heart, isn't it? So when you have a meaningful connection, when two people have meaningful connection, then it is actually a connection between the hearts. It is a heart-to-heart connection. Next, I posed a question to a young friend, Niharika.
Is a connection that doesn't necessarily last forever, but while it does, it makes you a better person. This person makes you feel loved, that you belong there, secure, and I think mostly you do not have to try very hard to please this person or make them stay, because the connection that you feel is firstly both ways, and it just fits, it feels right. Yeah, that's how I would define it.
So, for Niharika, it is not the duration of the connection, but it is the quality of the connection which is important. What is most important is how this connection enriches each other's life. I asked a similar question to Kruti Joshi.
Connections for me bring about a sense of belonging. I think meaningful connections can be built with anybody, an adult, a person younger to you, your peers, your colleagues, and meaningful connections take time to be built. Like, you need to nurture those connections and you need to work on them daily, and I think meaningful connections require that initial spark, that, you know, same velocity, same thought process, or even like meaningful gesture. I think that's what meaningful connections mean to me.
Thank you, Kruti. For Kruti, the important thing is the belongingness. Belongingness between the people is most important factor. The next friend with whom I interacted on this aspect is Dr. Shardul Pandit.
When asked about the term meaningful connections, for me, a meaningful connection is a bond of more than just blood. For me, a meaningful connection is a bond which is forged in sweat and tears, which is hardened by the fires of hardship, and which is proved by the power of friendship. A meaningful connection is a bond that stands the test of time, and it lasts forever in one's lifetime.
Thank you very much, Shardul. So for Shardul, meaningful connections are not confined within the narrow concept of the family, but he expands it to include everyone. Only when we fight together, fight not in the literal sense, but of course overcome the hardships that we are going through, when we help each other to become better human beings, we create better bonds. Now, once again, the question is, what inspires you to fight along with someone? What inspires you to help someone overcome those hardships? I wish to introduce you to Miss Ruby Ahluwalia. She's a retired senior bureaucrat from the government of India. She's a cancer survivor, and she runs a nationally acclaimed NGO called Sanjeevani.
My experience tells me that to achieve personal growth, intellectual growth, professional growth, you need to align your efforts, your endeavors with your strengths. And the best way to know what your strengths are is to introspect, is to reflect, is to meditate. It helps you focus all your attention, all your energies onto your own self. And this is the time when you start understanding your strengths, where you would like to utilize them, and how to utilize them for your growth in life. So nurturing your bond with your inner self is the key to achieve growth in life.
So, what Miss Ruby has to say is that we need to align our internal and external aspect to create the synergy between our inner strengths, to recognize our inner strengths, and then to manifest it in our external behavior.
Meditator past 45 years. I think more than 45 years. It was a very pleasant journey for me to embark on this courageous and loving path. I am so deeply involved in this pleasant journey which has affected my entire day. I earnestly request my all the youngsters to have an experiment on this meditation and feel themselves what it can do to them.
So now, from what we heard from people from different age groups, the youth, people who are perhaps the age of your parents, and a person who is like your grandparent, what is the common factor? The common factors that I could understand, my takeaways are love, compassion, an open heart, acceptability, non-judgmental. So these are the qualities. If we possess them, then we can very easily forge meaningful connections. And this is where the heartfulness practices help us from a state of selfishness to a state of selflessness. We move from desire to contentment, from restlessness to peace, from angst to love, from fear to courage, as Dr. Sharvil said, from confusion to clarity. See, the young children, they have very clear knowledge or understanding of what meaningful connection is. From ego to humility, and finally, from just thinking to feeling. So friends, having seen what the people from various age groups understand by the term meaningful connection, we get clarity that only when there is inner evolution, only when the heart opens up, only when we introspect, only when we are peaceful and calm, only when the mind is at peace, will we be able to create meaningful connections. So now join me for a session of relaxation and meditation. And keep connected for the next episode of Youth Unite.
Sit comfortably and close your eyes softly and gently. Feel a healing energy move up from the earth into your toes, feet, and ankles. Feel your toes relax and your feet relax, and allow your ankles to relax. Now feel this healing energy move up to your knees. As it moves up, it relaxes your calf muscles. Feel this energy remove all the tension from your knees. Now it is moving further up your legs, into your thighs. Feel your thighs relaxing. Now the energy has moved into your hips and waist. Feel them relax. As the energy moves up, your lower back is relaxing. And your stomach. Now the energy has moved into your chest area. Feel it relax. Feel the energy move up your back and into your shoulders. Feel your upper back relax. And feel your shoulders simply melting away. The energy is now moving into your arms. They too are getting relaxed. Feel all the tension from your elbows leaving. And as the energy moves into your forearms, they too are getting relaxed. Remove all the tension from your wrists as the energy moves into your hands and right up to your fingertips. Now move your attention up to your neck. The energy is moving up and relaxing your neck muscles. Now it is moving into your face, relaxing your jaw and mouth. The energy moves into your nose and eyes, relaxing them. Your cheek muscles are relaxed. Feel your earlobes relax. And now the energy is moving all the way up to the top of your head. Feel it relax. Feel your entire body is relaxed from top to toe. Now move your attention to your heart. Feel that a source of light is already present in your heart, and it is attracting you from within. Do not try and see the light, just know that it is there in your heart. Be open and receptive to a very subtle energy flowing into you. Relax into this feeling. If you find your awareness drifting at any time to other thoughts, don't fight them. Let them be. Gently remind yourself that you are meditating on the light in your heart. Allow yourself to become more and more absorbed within. Remain absorbed until you hear further guidance. while keeping your eyes closed. Gently come out of the state of meditation. Now gently open your eyes. Reflect on what you just experienced. Try and retain this condition as you return to your daily routine.